Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Thunder. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Minnesota. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Here we go. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's home. In at the center, filling out the middle. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now, here's Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And rebounded by McDaniels. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to Miami. Gobert with a screen on Wallace. And it's Randle, top of the key. Out to Conley from downtown. He can't get it to go.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
That one was high octane all the way. I thought they had a very competitive outing in that one. Just seemed to run out of gas at the end.
Outside Edwards. A three ball. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got the first 3 points tonight for the Timberwolves.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense. And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. He's defended by Randle. Wallace with a screen on Randle. And then Williams slams it in.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Driving the lane. He can't get that one. Nice defense from Wallace. Oklahoma City trailing. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Randall after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall right side. The shot, no good. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The shot by Williams, no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Gobert, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Wallace, right side. Pass to Holmgren. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here is McDaniel. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Dort. Pass to Williams. Off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Williams, and the layup's good off the glass.
So quick in that open floor, Jalen Williams.
Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City. They were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Minnesota shooting it. First free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Hartenstein's checked in for the Thunder.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Here's Williams. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Williams has got 6 points. Timberwolves trail by 7. Conley scanning the floor. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 8 points for him.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Edwards against Dort. Out to the right wing. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Pocket 6. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Conley. The Thunder pull it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Williams. Randall with some nice deep. Timberwolves trail by 5. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Dort.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Dort. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Dort continues to find ways to impress you and expand his offensive game, but he knows he's coming to the league as a defender, and he takes a tremendous amount of pride in it.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Alex Caruso is checked in for Chet Holmgren.
One of the things that I think opponents struggle with is Luguentz Dort and his build. You rarely see a combination of a guy that might not be that tall, but has that kind of width and explosiveness athletically. What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Alexander Walker with the ball. 9-point game his last outing. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, you want to chase him off the three-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Dort. Basket good. And now it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Now here's Caruso. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Here's Randall. 9-point game. To the right wing. Randall a screen on Hartenstein. Reed. Yep, that one goes.
But that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Brett, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
The first one falls.
And yes, there's been growth in Julius Randle and his game year after year, adding little things, but this big man focuses on playing to his strengths.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Holmgren comes in for Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Spins. Randle passes to Reed. Outside Edwards. Back to Reed. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Joe. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 12-point Thunder lead.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Randle. Oklahoma City leading by 10. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander going inside.